Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. As we close in on the return of Dragon Ball Super and all the fun story arcs we are looking forward to, one character that has already been teased in Super should be getting ready to make his debut a lot sooner than we think. When Goku was gathering powerful fighters for the Tournament of Power, we found out he hasn't been paying attention to what has been happening on Earth. Dende tells Goku there is a boy with unbelievable martial arts talent. Though he is still too young for the tournament, Dende states when he is older that Goku should train him, since he is the reincarnation of Evil Kid Buu. Goku has his flashback asking that hopefully you are born again someday as a good guy, and when we meet again, I want to fight you one-on-one. Well, that day is most likely closer than we think. Since the Tournament of Power is wrapping up in the year 780, this would make Uub already 6 years old. At the end of Dragon Ball Z, when Goku meets Uub for the first time, he is a young warrior just 10 years old at the 28th Martial Arts Tournament. Then we had that moment of Goku leaving with Uub to train him at the End of DBZ. Less than 4 years would take place before Uub will officially make his debut, by the logic following that Dragon Ball Super will intersect with the End of DBZ. It was teased long ago that this would happen in an interview, but we can't take the events when it does and everything that happened literally. Obviously, at the end of Dragon Ball Z, Goku didn't have God Ki, know of the multiverse, or was being trained by Whis, so everything is vastly different. They aren't going to alter Dragon Ball Super vastly and destroy the story they have built up just to match the End of DBZ. It isn't going to happen. I know, but they said they wanted to do that at some point, didn't they? Well, that was years and many episodes ago, before we even knew the show was going to reach 131 episodes and end and then go on to be brought back. So this 28th Martial Arts Tournament would look different, as you now have Beerus, Whis, and a completely new story. We actually don't know if they will even continue on with this original thought of Goku meeting Uub for the first time at the 28th Martial Arts Tournament. We also won't have Goku disappearing for years to train him. It is now a new story that is being written. It is important to note that Gohan was only 5 years old when he touched down on Namek. Gohan was born in the year 757 and Krillin and Gohan depart for Namek in the year 762. So Uub is already older than that. Currently, this Galactic Patrol arc and the fight with Moro could be a long arc, and by time it finishes, Uub would be ready to be brought into the story, as he would be old enough to start training with Goku and become a part of the arc coming after this that has been hinted to be very fan service oriented. Keep in mind, we have the Sadala Arc coming, and Vegeta will depart to see his student Cabba, so isn't this the perfect time for Goku to now have a pupil of his own? That is right, we can have Goku Training Uub and the Sadala Arc at the same time. Goku finally goes to see this talented Uub in his village and begins training him as Vegeta departs for planet Sadala to meet his disciple Cabba. Of course, Goku is infinitely stronger than the End of DBZ, since he has God Ki and tapped into Ultra Instinct, so the training will be intense and the story will now be different to involve all the characters to continue on with the Dragon Ball Super timeline. Let's not forget that Broly got his story rewritten to become a part of Dragon Ball Super, so we can expect the same to happen for Uub. He has to become part of Dragon Ball Super, and we aren't going to wait for the 28th Martial Arts Tournament to do so. That is why Uub's existence was already teased before the Tournament of Power. They are setting up the new story of bringing Uub into the Super storyline. If Gohan was fighting the Ginyu Force at 5 years old, Goku will think Uub is ready to start his training as well since he is older, which many of us fans look forward to the Super Universe expanding and these characters that we love being brought into the show. Now tell me, do you think Uub could be trained early on when Super returns, perhaps in the Sadala Arc? I always love to hear your theories and thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to support the channel and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.